is a big setback for unions and the president this week, about to set the job market free. The Supreme Court ruling 9-0 that President Obama's recess appointments to the nation's labor board were unconstitutional. That means hundreds of labor decisions will need to be reissued. And Gary B., you say this is great news. This is great news for jobs. Why?
Absolutely, Brenda. Look, you have to ask yourself, what is the NLRB? Is it pro or anti-business? Is unequivocally anti-business. You know, some of the decisions that they made that are going to be looked at again, they reversed a decision that gave employees the right to seek a secret ballot. They made it much easier for employees to organize, even very small groups. They forced businesses to post notices explaining employees' rights to unionize. Now, you could say, well, okay, all this is pro-labor, pro-unionization, and it is. Here's the problem, though. In my opinion, unionization has caused a wholesale destruction of jobs in this country ever since they were formed. I mean, look at one industry after another, whether it's, you know, the garment industry, the auto industry, the airline industry, et cetera, et cetera. So, getting back to the main point, if the NLRB has to revisit these decisions, it's going to be good for business.
Well, Chuck, should businesses be cheering?
First of all, God forbid we let workers have a voice at the workplace. I know that the almighty corporate America says you should do what you should bear down and pray at the altar of big business. But workers deserve to have some kind of voice as well. As far as this NLRB thing, it changes nothing. All those decisions that were made, when they come back for review, they will be reviewed by a five-panel panel of NLRB, three of which are Democrats that were Senate and confirmed. So it's really not going to change much, but it's a crying shame when we're here raising all kind of you-know-what about workers having a voice at work.
Are we missing the point, Brenda? The point was that the president stepped over his bounds here. I mean, there's a reason that the executive and the judicial branches of our government are separate. He decided he was going to go do something when no one was around, and so that hurts everyone when the president could do whatever he wants.
But Jonas, the makeup of the board, as Chuck pointed out, is not all that different. So is it going to be business as usual? And what's that mean for jobs?
I think Chuck makes a good point, because it's not like the Walmart CEO gets to now pick these board members. It's like we still got Democrats in government. It's not going to change enough to radically change these decisions. But even, let's back up and say the whole NLRB was disbanded and there was no more relationships. But would that improve the job market? There's some cases where that would probably lower unemployment, but let's not forget, employees also can't do whatever they want when they have to reach these. They can't just all strike and shut down things like they used to and get in fights, and they cause a lot of problems for employers as well. So I think there's some functions this group does that is helpful to the labor market and the economy, and I don't think there's going to be a lot of changes with this.
Okay, John, what do you think this means for jobs?
I don't think it means a whole lot. I agree with Chuck here that the problem here is jobs. We need jobs. We need union jobs. We need right to work jobs. We need jobs. Period. The president got slapped on the hand here. I understand why he did it. You have two members of Congress. They hate each other. Nothing's going to get done. But the president is not a monarch, and that's what the Supreme Court just said. We need jobs here, and this is just going to backlog the NLRB for another couple of years. That backlog will help business slightly, but not over time. It won't make a big difference.
Okay, quickly, Gary, there will be some short-term chaos.
Look, I agree. If there's a backlog, then things are going to get done a lot more slowly. And more slowly with the NLRB has to be in favor of business. Has the NLRB hurt business? Yes. So even tying up their hands for a few months helps.
All right. Thanks, guys.